I go to church, you go to church, church to church to church to church.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of BlaspheMass Debate. It's your host, your freaky deacon of the weekend, Cody G. And today we're going to objectively resolve Crash Man. He got game.
It might feel good, it might sound a little something, but damn,
And do the right thing. But first off, let's meet our panelists. What's good, Quick Draw?
Evening.
This nigga will never put his hat on to do that. And secondly, we got our two special guests, both Detroit comedian, our boy Faygo Red.
What up, dog?
Yo, yo, yo. And traffic jamming road rager, we got our boy Jay Hunter.
What it do? I'm in this motherfucker. You see this face? This is the face of, oh yeah, motherfuckers, get out my way.
He look like melanin on fleek. He ready to take a photo. All right, okay, so we all got somewhere to be. I mean, you see Jay in the background trying to get stuff done. He's got to go grocery shopping. So my question is, if you're running late and are a sole witness to a car accident, are you wrong for not stopping? What's your take on this, Trav?
Yeah, I think you're 100% wrong for if you don't stop. Like, if you're the only motherfucker and their shit's just in flames, like, why wouldn't you? Like, you gotta put yourself in their shoes. Like, motherfuckers can
They're
die.
dying.
And I feel like, yeah, that's your that's your moment. And I feel like you could be like, yeah, this is like Hannibal Lecter, where they're like, help me put this little thing in my car, and then they throw you in that shit. But I feel like that's not the case in this one. This is like you legitimately see somebody about to die, and it's like, I can either stop and at the very least call the cops or just let them die. And obviously you can go to work and be like, I saved the nigga life. Like nothing matters that much. So
All right, that's deep.
Except for when you're on your second strike. If you're on your second strike, and according to baseball rules, 3 strikes, you're out.
Woo, there it is.
And my first 2 strikes was because I'm black. You can't be late. They already think I'm going to be late.
Oh,
you
you're
know?
talking
So it's
at
one of
work?
them things. Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah. Listen, I don't care if I'm late to the grocery store, but still, it's one of them things where it's like sometimes you just got to let somebody burn. You know what I mean? Like, what was they doing? Was they texting and driving? Was they trying to do like a podcast while they were driving? They may have deserved it. You know what I'm saying? That was a little meta. That got
Right.
meta as fuck.
Should have drove a little more defensively.
People die every day, man. I mean, people die every day, and it depends on the car. Like, if it's an Escape, I might. But if it's like a F-150, come on, big dog. You know,
I 100% disagree with Jay. Like, speaking of meta, and he's the one driving, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you're being meta about it, I feel like at the end of the day, even if you're wrong, you still want some world peace or some meta world peace shit, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a convict, you know what I'm saying, and you're escaping,
My car is stolen.
when you see somebody dying, there's still some help you can do. Like, you know how the superheroes help a nigga and then they get out of there before the cops get there? You can still do your part. If you're the sole witness, that's the question. If you're the sole witness, somebody's dying, you're a convict, you're trying to escape. You see a nigga in an escape who's being meta, you know what I'm saying, podcasting, you know what I'm saying? Create that world peace, save his ass, and then dip, and then call the cops from afar with a payphone or some shit.
Unless you see that escape and it's one of those like signs where it's like, oh shit, I just saw this. Let me bounce. Harry Houdini.
and then two, you might not have a lot of space between you and the car behind you to stop, because if you stop to help somebody, they might slam into the back of you. That's all I'm saying.
No, but we said if you're the sole witness, so it ain't no car behind you.
Yeah.
You're the only one seeing a nigga about to die, and you just pass him up because you're late. For what? Like, what is so important?
Now, if they driving a BMW, I might stop, because you might want to do the little pocket
This
pat.
nigga Faygo backtracking. He said, "Don't stop for nobody." Now
So-
this nigga
so is
backtracking
there
talking
a-
about they have a BMW.
I'm talking about the pocket pat down. You know what I mean? They might be knocked unconscious. You be like, hey man, get your ass up. Oh, you got $1,500 in your pocket? All right. You
I
know.
mean, if you're gonna rob him, rob him. But I feel like at the end,
You gonna rob him.
you should still save him.
You don't want to wake them up.
You gotta do
and
the right
botch a
thing.
robbery.
You gotta do the right thing. Like at the end, like, you know what I'm saying? It's karma. Karma comes back around. What if that was
So-
you in their shoes?
So Jay, Faygo, would y'all stop if it was a female, like a fine stripper or something?
If it was a fine stripper, let me just be honest. If it was a fine stripper, the way I feel right now.
On your second strike?
I'm speaking. No, fuck that. Second strike. Check this out. Here's how I'm about to really pull it in. If it's a fine ass stripper, a super fine ass stripper, and I'm on my second strike, I'm going to get my third strike, but it's going to be me finishing the job. I'm going to run into her, ooh, and then bounce, because equality. You know what I mean? Because a fine ass stripper probably makes 6 figures. off of people just smelling her underwear. I'm trying to spread this equality out. Niggas, men die all the time. Starvation, homelessness, whatever. They got OnlyFans. You could be a homeless woman, show a little bit of labia, you'll get some coin in your pocket. So it's like, I'm trying to keep this shit equal. If I find stripper in an accident, she getting hit. Third strike.
How hard would it be to find out that she's a stripper when driving? Strippers don't drive as strippers when they're driving. She's not gonna be in a stripper getup. She's gonna be driving as a motherfucker.
She might be twerking at the wheel.
And I feel like, you know, the Captain Save
her titties might be out.
Captain Save a stripper shit don't never work. I feel like in the movies it look good, like you're the nerdy motherfucker, and then you helped out this badass girl, and then you get her at the end. In real life, if you help somebody bad, like you buy her a drink and you're the nerd, she'll be like, thank you, and then she's gonna go back to the nigga she was with.
That's why you pat the pockets.
Lose.
You sound like you backtracking over here. You like, fuck a stripper.
That's why you pat the pockets or check the purse.
Check the purse, check the
all
pockets.
crash victims. You pat the pockets and check. Everybody know that.
Right.
Y'all don't know that?
I mean, this is not a making love situation. This is just a moral obligation. This is a moral thing. You see somebody that just needs help and you help them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys grew up religious or whatever. Like,
making me feel bad as shit.
Be not judged lest ye. I don't know. That's probably the wrong. Leviticus 13:71 says, if somebody stopped in a fiery vehicle, you help said brother. You know
listen to how tender his voice get when he say, man, just help the people, man. Like, you didn't say you was going to be debating like that.
I mean, shit, I thought it was just like a pop tire. Like, I didn't know it was like that. Shit. I ain't about to
I didn't know
Superman
they was crashing into a tree.
You can make scenarios up too. I'm making scenarios.
Hey, like, I don't know how religious you guys are. Just help the people, man.
Nah, we talking a full-on crash, car crinkled.
You say they hanging out the windshield?
Head fell off.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go over and pick the head up and put it back on like Mr. Potato Head face?
You check the pocket.
Maybe the kid in the passenger.
It's too late. It's too late in that scenario. But I mean, in a scenario where
the baby bird's gonna have to survive on its own, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm not trying to help out a Bruce Wayne. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't creating no superhero.
He gonna come back and look for you and shit.
If he came back and looked for me, I'll tell him to suck my balls. Or what? I didn't save you and you got some vengeance?
You're the one that pulled off when my mom needed your help. Fuck you.
Wait a minute. Time out. Did you say if you pull off on a Bruce Wayne, bro, and the Bruce Wayne come back, he say he gonna little nigga suck my ball.
You're the asshole that left my mom to bleed to death. Fuck you, kid. I was gonna be late.
I'm gonna give him half a ball. In fact, if he finds me, he should be thanking me. Because without your broke ass mama dying, you wouldn't be a superhero, bitch.
My origin story,
dude. You're creating superheroes.
Origin story,
create superheroes.
He gonna get mad at me. He gonna be like, I seen you going through their pocket.
All right.
Fuck you.
Really? I did all that. Really, I did all that.
Victims so bad.
I really did all that for you to come back as Crash Man? Are you fucking kidding me? That's the name you decided to pick? Crash Man?
Crash Man?
I did all that. I killed your mom.
Crash Man. Like he sees a crime and he just crashes into crime.
And he walk around with garbage can lids and shit, just bang.
Right. Right, fuck. Bro, we're gonna be late. Bro, you wanna know something? Don't tell anybody, but
I'm Crash Man.
He's gotta go help him.
Can't leave anybody behind.
Crash Man.
All right, okay, so we're gonna get to the final word. And Trav, man, what's your final take on this, bro?
Yeah, I think you of all people can relate to this. You had a terrible accent 2-3 days ago, you know what I'm saying? And if there were nobody to come to your rescue,
I object. Pandering.
If Crash Man didn't come to your rescue, who knows where you would be? You know what I'm saying? Clavicle bone injury, ankle swollen up. You know what I'm saying? Like a tree trunk. So I'm saying, like, I
he
feel
never
like
came.
You gotta put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You know what I'm saying? And Leviticus 17:31 says, "Help that nigga who's in the accident." You know what I'm saying? The fiery burning vehicle. Help that nigga.
This boy keep bringing these Bible
Hey,
verses.
maybe your ankle got hurt because you needed somebody else's shoes. You saying put them in somebody else's shoes.
Ain't no rebuttal to a final word. He rebuttal in the final word. He trying to change the rules.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay, Trav and Jay, man, what's your final word on this, man?
Man,
I think help, Crash Man, help me.
You motherfucker. That shit was funny than a motherfucker. I think the motherfucker. You ain't shit. You was sitting on that motherfucker. You knew it. Too.
Jay, Jay! The screen to be off and shit. I'm here to help. Is that? It sounds like Crash Man.
Man, yeah, man. Shit, you gotta fight for yourself, soul. Man, fuck that. I will save the motherfucker depending on their race.
Hey, he did it so smooth because he didn't even name the race though.
Black was implied.
Faygo, man, what's your final word, man?
In this world, the key thing is self-preservation. Okay.
Hit the flow.
Sometimes, man, we can't help everybody. We damn sure can't save everybody's lives. But one thing you can do that I learned from some Christians is when you can't save them and they dying, all you got to do is do this so you don't go to heaven. I mean, so you can go to heaven. Just do that when you ride by. That's the same thing as saving. You may not save them physically, but you saved their soul, and it didn't cost you time on the road. It didn't cost you a burrito bite. It didn't cost you nothing. You just did this, and you saved their soul.
Y'all saw the crumbs in that nigga carpet. That's what I was saying. I was like, damn, I hope he's straight, bro.
So he just gonna die and outstage my final rebuttal.
All right, so after listening to y'all final words, it seems if you're running late and are sole witness to a car accident, you are wrong for not stopping. And the round goes to your boy, Trav.
You see out here, you can get blockbuster if you don't motherfucking stop for a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
stop for me,
a
or I send the goons out.
Blockbuster. E40 really used to call people blockbusters.
Blockbuster.
All right, so on to the second debate. But before we get into the next round, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. And don't forget to follow us on these platforms. Guys watching. But which place is better to find your soulmate? Church or Tinder? What's your take on this, Jay?
Well,
He's at a red light.
no, I give me the green light. No, I say you need to find love. You need to find love digitally. You know what I mean? Because it's a sign of the times. So if you need to do the robot just to get a little box, you know what I'm saying? Like just to get a little box, you gotta when in Rome, swipe for the chrome.
Somebody got a sound. What's called? No,
Okay.
I feel like it needs to be done analogically. You know what I'm saying? I think like Tinder is for one thing, and that's like, you know what I'm saying, making love and whatnot, but not finding love. Making love and finding love are two different things. In church,
You just said making love, fam.
but making love and finding love are not the same thing. So
Do you make love on Tinder, Trav?
You don't. Nobody has made love on Tinder.
I know a few.
Since motherfuckers like jerked off on a fire. Like that's like, come on now. You don't make love, you fuck. Let's be factual.
Trav finds somebody on Tinder. He's like, oh, I think I love you. We just met.
So
you said make love.
I'll never use Tinder again. Just please cuff me.
now, I think Tinder, because I think the women that goes into church single are depressed when they walk in anyway. And you don't really want any problems. Like if relationships didn't send her to the church, she's at her last end. You know what I'm saying? So have you ever seen a big booty in church? Do you know how caged in that looks? To see a big booty walking around in church, that looks like she do not want to be there, but this is her last resort to not be a freak. And it's depressing. But Tinder, you get to swipe, you get to, look at them, and you get to have sex early. Because relationships and finding love is all about the sex.
Yeah, but we're talking about finding a soulmate, and you talking about for church. You just put it as they're trying to repent, and like now they're going to church. But church is a lifelong process, and I think if you've been going to church, I know they get a bad rap. Oh, church girls are freak, but I feel like that's like there are a few who are trying to disobey their parents. But I think for Tinder, you know that what they're there for. So Tinder girls are freaks.
But the church girls that grew up in the churches, they don't make it past 23 or 24 or 25 without getting wifed up in the churches. We talking about coming back to the church, bumping back into the single women that then came back into the church after being single.
We ain't never said that. You making that up. I thought we were just talking about church people versus Tinder
people. Well, we talking about dating. I mean, if you think about it, because some things go without saying. Like a chick that grew up in the church, how long is she gonna be single in that church?
I mean, it depends on how she look. It depends on how she look.
No, it don't.
All right, so Trav, what if you meet a church girl off Tinder though?
If you meet a church girl on Tinder,
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a contradiction. Sorry, that's a contradiction.
yeah,
If you're a real church girl, you won't really be on Tinder. Now, if you're on Tinder and you call yourself a church girl, you're just basically selling wolf tickets
Don't
in a sheep arena.
Don't they got that though? Isn't there like a faithdate.com or
Christian
something
Mingle.
Like, yeah, Christian Mingle. Yeah.
You can call it Christian Mingle. There's a whole bunch of wolves.
Yeah.
Fucking sheep.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're only staying on Christianity, I don't know if we are doing that, but I mean, we're going to all religion, all dating apps like Buddhist and whatever, Hindu and all that, and then like they get paired up early on, and they be staying together forever. But like Tinder or Plenty of Fish or whatever, Christian Mingle, Farmers Only, you be together for like a week and a half, you bone, and then you guys are gone. So if we're talking about soulmates, you know what I'm saying? The house of the Lord, whatever your Lord is definitely the way to go.
Now I don't know. Now I don't know what age range y'all look at on Tinder. You know what I mean? I think that plays a part in it too.
50.
You got to leave it from 18 to 85.
I'm trying to find me a sugar mama.
Yeah, you can't cut out any of your blessings. Like,
Well, it depends on how you feeling. If you feeling on some freak tip, then that's 18 to 25. But if
20 to 70.
No, 18 to 85.
At least go 35 and up.
Let's go to 90.
35 and up.
I was about to say, hey,
Is that your granny?
You speaking the truth. Man, y'all limiting yourselves. Go into those 3 digits. For real, man.
Right.
Find that.
Once you hit them 60s, you got the social security checks. I mean,
Look, what you do is you go to the 35 and up and you look in their background, and if they got a decent front room, that's wiping material.
right. If you see cracks in the walls or cobwebs in the corner.
Nah, they just fucking. They've been bullshit.
Hey, hold on. To be factual, we should do what women do. So that's when you do need to find the 70s and up, because they don't got long. And then what happens when you put a ring on it?
Right.
You get all of it.
They don't
fuck the
tease.
shit out of them. Ooh,
But-
they don't tease.
She might down your dick and you get to check her pockets.
Yeah, but the thing about it is Tinder, motherfuckers can lie, you know what I'm saying? So even the 7-year-old ladies, they can look rich, but they're not. But you know where you can go and find some 7-year-old women where you can confirm that they're rich? Church. You know what I'm saying? You could tell if they're rich in church. You see what car they're pulling up with. You know if they're actually rich or if they're online rich. So you pull up to Sister Mary and she pulling up with a Maserati with elder Deacon, you know what I'm saying? Whatever his name
Sister
is.
Mary.
Yeah, if you pull up, okay, well, let me black name. Shaquisha's not a black lady name, but
Sister Shaquisha.
Sister.
That's redundant.
Sister
That's
Queesha.
redundant too.
Sister Queen.
Sister Laquanda. Sister Queen.
You know what I mean?
Sister
like-
Queen.
At least you can verify. You can verify
you
their
sound
net
like
worth. You
Common.
can verify their net worth versus online.
That's all
I can make it
cool
look
till
like I
they hit
got
you with
money.
that prenup.
I can make it look if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, just bank off the old motherfucker's money. You can verify at church. You can't verify on Tinder.
What if you did try and
Man.
come for a 70-year-old woman and she hit you with the prenup?
She would hit you with the
But
prenup.
you don't
'cause
let
guess
me.
what?
You don't let me. This box
They
ain't
have
juicy enough
that
for you.
luxury. They got luxury. Would you just say about juicy?
Right.
That is
Yeah.
artificial juicy. You know that's just
That's
dehydrated.
part of that.
Just add water. Stop playing.
And the way coconut oil set up, that's instant 20-year-old.
That vinegar snapback.
Baby, go get the cooking oil in the kitchen.
Snap that pussy back.
I've done that shit before, and that's a mind fuck because it smells like chicken.
All right, so we're gonna get to the final word here. It seems we kind of got off topic. So Jay, man, what's your final word on this, man?
Final word, keep it digital, man. Stop playing around. Bobby digital, because love ain't real any damn way. Everybody is so goofy. They goofy as fuck. Everybody's fucking lying. So you might as well just go online, lie, get what you get, and go. Soulmates, get a digital soulmate with an expiration date. A soulmate with an expiration date. In fact, I'm out here just trying to fill up somebody's soul whole, or at least get a hole full of soul. Doesn't matter. I'm plugging something, but that's all that matters, man. Fuck that shit. You ain't about to die with nobody. That's all I
Right,
say.
that's where he's at right now. He outside of Meredith's house waiting to pick her up. He
Like
she said
literally
she
pick her ass
That's
up.
he look concerned. She said she could come out here without the walker, but I don't know if she gonna make it, man.
Her grandson looking into the car like, who the fuck you?
Grandson about to get these palms. I tell you right now, fam.
Are you
better
her
stop trying to be
driver?
protective.
No, who the
Yeah.
fuck is you though?
Listen, I'm her screwdriver.
I'm a
Bam.
screwdriver. All right, okay. So Travis, man, what's your final word, bro?
This nigga trying to drop a bar, gonna say everybody's lying and don't talk about going online. He tried to sneak a bar in there, but I feel like, I mean, it's the same shit. Like, if you want to finesse an old lady, you can do it either way. Like, you're getting the algorithms if you go online, but I think rather than the algorithm, you can get Agnes's rhythm, like in person. You know what I'm saying? So it's the rhythm either way it goes. But the church, at least you can evaluate her in person, and you can tell that she's actually rich.
Motherfuckers got bars, boy.
Versus if she, like, you know what I'm saying? If she's, I can take a picture in front of Universal and a bunch of places I go on vacation, but be broke. And I've been on vacation 5 times. And I'm just spreading these pictures out. So it's all about.
Yeah, I can tell about a Blockbuster.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Went to visit the last Blockbuster. He's over there in Bend, Oregon.
In Oregon.
South Bend. South.
There's gonna be a South Bend, all right.
Deep Throat, Michigan.
I'm from here, but a little bit lower. A little bit lower.
Yeah, come here. Follow me. Follow my hand with your head.
A rental rower.
I gotta use my whole leg. Come here. All right, and Faygo, what's your final word, man? You can't miss it.
Man,
my
final thought is, you know, Tinder. It's always better to have it at the convenience of your palms. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the law of numbers. You know what I mean? You go to a church, you try to kick it with 2 or 3 chicks, it don't work out. You got a bad reputation in there. You know what I'm saying? You only got 2-3 chances to fuck around and find it in the church that you at, or you got a bad reputation saying you popping everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you swiping on Tinder, don't nobody know. You can go all the way up to 70. Go ahead and try that out without nobody knowing, realizing like, yeah, that was just some shit I was going through on Pornhub. I ain't really about that life. You know what I'm saying? And come back down. You can test a lot of stuff out on Tinder. So I think you got a better shot. And then to me, to be honest, all women can be trans, because I think at the end of the day, all women want to be loved. I honestly feel like you can turn a hoe into a housewife, because hoes want to be housewives. They just go about it the wrong way. So you got a million hoes at the palm of your hand that can be turned the right way if you're into saving souls. And if not, fuck an old person, let her down your dick and pat them pockets.
Right. And then she pull out that prenup. Boy, you already getting this cookie. Okay.
Both cookie. You already get this.
Meredith, that cookie expired 30 years ago.
Epridge Farm remembers.
Look at the package. Look at the box. All right, okay. So after listening to the final words, it seems the better place to find your soulmate is Tinder. And the round goes to your boy, Faygo.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Racism in America.
And pat them pockets.
There's a lot of people that have been struggling to get their trash out on time. And recycling, that's a whole nother deal. You talking plastics, cardboard, papers. But my question is, if you do not recycle, are you a piece of shit? What's your take on this, Faygo?
You know what? And this is going to sound weird coming from me. My lady now got me into recycling. After I started recycling, I didn't understand how people wasn't recycling. And a few documentaries later, I realized how much the waste is destroying our community, and the fact that it's a whole plastic island in the middle of the ocean, the size of Highland Park. You know what I mean?
What is it? The Great South Atlantic Trash?
Yes. It's a South
or something.
It's a Pacific
South Pacific, yeah.
South
Pacific.
I think,
and it's huge. And it's all plastic, you know? So my thing is this. If you know about the dangers and the threats that plastic and, you know, the way they handle plastic, the way they dump plastic, if you know how that's destroying the earth, and you have the opportunity to recycle, and you don't recycle, it's easy too.
Right.
But once you get it going, then you get into a mind zone and you be like that forever, really.
Right. I mean, they're giving you 10 cents. I mean, come on.
So, no, I'm not talking about, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about recycling. Without the incentives. I think if you don't recycle, knowing everything that we know and what's going on, you are a piece of shit. Because especially if they got the trash right here and they got the recycle bin, and then you go to take out the trash and there's 3 plastic bottles in there and they could have threw it in there. You a piece of shit, man.
No. The people who are like the pieces of shit are the people who would say you must recycle. Like at the end of the day, like okay, like you're Faygo Red, Red Pop. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're a company and shit. Like they're the ones plastic and shit. The companies be the ones
You got a
that
plastic
be
name.
polluting the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I forgot. I read a study. I think it was in the Bible or some shit. It was like 1% of the motherfuckers pollute 99% of the shit. And like, I don't think it was in the Bible, but I mean, most of the polluters don't be us. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you give your little brother the controller and be like, you're helping.
You ain't nothing but a player 2 ass nigga Luigi.
Maybe you're helping morally. Like if you recycle, then we're all gonna recycle, but not for real. We're not doing shit for real. Motherfuckers, you know, the car places and the plastic places, they be doing all the shit. So it's like, all right, I get my little brother the controller, you're helping. But you're not helping. I'm gonna win this round no matter what, if you help me or don't. So fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the whole recycling movement. I'm not gonna recycle a damn thing. I'm gonna throw it in the garbage can. It was more convenient for me. You know what I'm saying? And let them do it. If they're doing all the emissions and whatnot, the smog and whatnot, that's because of them, not because of me. So same thing with the money flow. 99%, 1%. Same thing with the recycle. I ain't recycling a goddamn thing. Even if I have the opportunity to, even if I see like this one's recycled, this one's garbage, I'm throwing it in the garbage because fuck that shit.
They go on the motherfucking move, boy.
Jay?
Yeah, Jay on the move, boy. He look like he like a Tenet or like Inception, bro. Like I was watching him go like through a hallway within a hallway within a hallway. Then he's like going outside, like he running away from the agents in the Matrix or something.
No, well, listen, I'm saying I'm just trying to get away from these inverted bullets, but like.
There's a bullet hole right there. Watch out!
Whoa! All right, but so like Trav, it's like I agree, but I disagree. You know, so I'm not recycling at all. Like fuck that. But then I'm also not throwing shit away because the shit ain't real. Like they don't do anything. These motherfuckers are just putting it all together anyway. If you do the real studies on this shit, these motherfuckers are like all the trash is going to the same spot. So like, how do you keep track of this shit? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eat my garbage. Final word.
And you know what?
Final thought.
And you know what? I had a rebuttal waiting for you, Jay, because I felt like you should have been only going one way since you look like you were Native American. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you done shed too many tears over litter. But then I was correct in your Native Americanness. You are like a revolutionary Native American. You gonna eat the trash. I'm impressed.
But that nigga for sure look like he drink Capri Suns on the reg. And I feel like you're not eating the straw, you're not eating the fucking pouch.
He eat Capri Suns like apples.
Hold on, straight up, Trav, with that facial hair and that afro, you look like you eat the pouch always. Like, come on now. Out of all of us, you look like, man. Hold on, man. I hear Blackbuster got the best trash. I had to stick with Blackbuster because
he be out there. They be thinking he a bum, but he really out there trying to help and shit. One trash day, I got you.
This is me.
And he look like he eat whatever in kangaroo pouches. He just dig in kangaroo pouches and eat whatever. He eats magma out of kangaroo pouches.
He be saving shit for later in his beard.
Listen, he's a
Bro, what the fuck is smegma?
Yeah, what is smegma?
Look up smegma, man.
We're recording. You gotta explain it.
Yeah, explain it to the viewers.
Smegma is the buildup in between the crease of your dickhead and the rest of your dingling.
Build up? What do you mean by build up?
You know, like belly button jam, like toe jam.
You said belly button jam.
Yeah, like toe jam.
Magma butter.
Magma butter.
Oh, is that smegma? Thanks for getting it off, bitch.
That shit
I don't
pop
remember,
up
what
like
is this?
that.
What are we even debating right now? Like,
Smegma.
That's not what
What you collect out of kangaroo pouches.
We went from recycling to smegma.
Oh yeah, exactly. And like nobody's gonna want to recycle that smegma. You know what I'm saying? Like the corporations, they use that smegma as, you know, fossil fuels.
They use it as battery grease.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
Exactly.
When you buy a battery, that's the grease inside. That's the
Why it
smegma.
smell like that?
So like,
That's
you know,
That's
like,
mechanic smegma.
like Friday after next, chicken so good you want to smack your mama. So like the smegma,
Make you want to slap your mama.
Smegma.
only I can smegma.
Schmagma sniffers.
Only I can
I don't
smegma.
want to recycle smegma.
Sneeping schmagma.
That should be an option on Tinder, like smegma or no smegma. Like
No.
I'll deal with a little smegma.
Schmagma lovers only.
Light smegma.
And like
Smegma lover-
OnlyFans, smegma only.
Only schmagma.
Only smegma.
Only smegma. Only one
Only
smegma.
smegma.
Well, at least you know she got meaty labias. If she got smegma, she got real big labias.
Right.
She's got folds. Listen.
She got hella fold.
Arby's, we have the smegma.
We have the smegma.
Use the new app.
Schmeck binders.
Send me money through Smag, bro.
Yo, just smack me out.
All right, okay. So we're gonna get to the final word here, and Faygo, man, what's your final word, man?
My final word, man. Listen, we done heard it. You got big companies. We feel like that individually we can't make a change. But why not, man? After you see a little turtle with a little beer ring around his neck or a penguin with a Frito-Lay bag on his head, hey, man, it gets to your heart, So, hey, why not? What is it hurting? Separate your smegma from your plastics. That's all I'm saying, man.
All right, and Jay, man, what's your final word, bro?
Man, my final word is recycling is a myth. Just like COVID, it is just a big old myth as I'm wearing a mask right now. Just a big old myth. I got a little distracted. There was a white girls got booties now, man. That's crazy. Like, so recycling ain't real. So how could you contribute? Like you ain't a piece of shit for not doing something that ain't real. Like the G-spot or female happiness. Like they don't exist. So you don't get cool points for doing something that don't exist. You feel me? Like, come on now. Fucking you got cool points. Oh, I saved Christmas. What? Come on now. Santa Claus. I sent him a get well letter and what? It don't exist. Stop. They just don't exist, man. Stop playing. So don't try and get stop virtue signaling or whatever the fuck they got a different name for whatever.
Smegma.
For out here just listen. Spread COVID, not smegma.
That's the name of this episode.
What's up, bro? This cave's got a lot of smegmite.
Y'all schmegmites out here.
You pull the stalactite back. I feel like, doesn't it seem like he's on an adventure, bro? Like he's out there looking for the G-spot.
He's on a scavenger hunt.
But the G-spot is covered in schmegma.
Right. I'm trying to find a G-spot.
I gotta find 1 ounce of schmegma.
He's mining schmegma.
I'm about to show you where the G-spot is. Hold on. I found it. You see it in the background? That's it. It's right there.
The water?
Look deep. You see, it's just right off the coast of nowhere.
The Gulf of Mexico?
What was I looking for? Were you pointing at the booty?
No, he's pointing at the Gulf.
I was pointing at the
Schmag.
The Gulf of Tonkin.
Schmaxico.
Yeah,
Mexico.
New
The Gulf of Mexico.
I'm trying to make a schmexit.
I'm gonna put that in a song. She got a lot of schmag.
Well, what about Bobby Schmurder? The Shmoney dance, Bobby Schmurder.
Yeah.
He was
Bobby Schmegger.
He was ahead of his time.
All right, then, Travis, man, what's your final word? Schmagger.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with what Jay was talking about with the women. They don't know what they're talking about and all the like anti-women stuff. But I think like Faygo was talking about, we should feel bad for the penguins going in the Fritos chips. Like I feel like if you want the Fritos, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Or like you get caught up in the Coke thing, that's on you. Humans just think they better than they are. George Carlin said it best. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all this plastic is for the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like we just people. You know what I'm saying? We just people. Let us live just like there's kangaroos and coyotes and elephants. We just motherfuckers, and we're not gonna destroy the planet. The planet been here before us. If they wanted Fritos, then you want Fritos. You know what I'm saying? If they want Fritos, then
I like that little jab at trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho for a second. Like I like the female fans will hear that and be like,
you see this bus just trying to block my final word?
All right, he's that much. He's a little cuter.
You see this bus just trying to block my final word?
Bro, he was just dissing women's rights before the episode kicked on, bro. I mean,
I got Black Panther 2 for sale. $4.99, Black Panther 2.
All right, okay. So it seems if you do not recycle, you are a piece of shit. And the round goes to your boy.
Pulling at them heartstrings.
All right, okay. So you're the winner of this episode, Faygo Red, man. What you want to tell the viewers, bro?
Hey, listen, man. First off, I like to thank everybody, man, for tuning in because this is fun. I didn't know what to expect, but after I figured out what's going on here, now I'm addicted to this shit.
Yeah, you know come back, man.
So I really want to come back. I really want to come back. I really want to come. I'm gonna be keeping in contact with y'all. But one thing I want to do, I want y'all to go to my YouTube page. You know, well, I have 2 YouTube pages. One is Faygo Reds, of course. Next is Jump Shots and Conies, right? You see the shirt? Jump Shots and Conies, right? It's a podcast, and we do Coney Island reviews, to where we actually go to the Coney Island in person. We review it. We let you know how dangerous it is, how dirty it is, the customer service, all of that. And we try Coney dogs. And we're currently on the hunt for the 99-cent Coney. I ain't had a Coney in a minute. I feel like all Coney should be 99 cents. I feel like no Coney is worth $2, but that's the whole debate of the show when you catch it. And it's to also make these Coney Islands clean up their acts when serving our community, because the majority of them don't come from where we come from. Y'all know that. You know what I mean? And they selling food that they wouldn't even eat their damn selves. Y'all know that. You know what I mean? So the least we can do is hold checks and balances, make them clean their shit, make their shit safe, and all of that. Make them use good products and give it to us at decent prices. So I'm really policing these Coney Islands. You know what I mean?
At least do that shit. They gotta at least do it Tuesdays and Thursdays.
At least, you know what I mean? So we had a billboard for the shit. It was pretty dope. You can catch that on YouTube.
It's with Marv Ross, right?
Yeah, with Marv Ross. Yeah. You can catch it on YouTube, Jump Shots and Conies. You can also find it on Instagram, Jump Shots and Conies. I'm on Instagram as 7 Mile Faygo.
7 Mile better pie walking through the airport with about 100,000.
You hear me? 7 Mile Faygo. Okay. So check me out on there, man. I love y'all. I enjoy myself, man.
Yeah, man,
and
glad to hear it.
And I got a 30-minute special on Amazon.
Getting off. Hey.
There we go. Yeah, my man doing some work.
Check this shit out. This nigga, one of the funniest niggas in the D.
I'm about to go watch that. And lastly, Jay, man, what you want to tell the viewers, man? Thanks for being on the show as well.
You ain't gonna be able to really hear me, so I'm just gonna say peace and nothing's real. So I'm gonna jump on the show, but thank you for having me, and I'll see you later.
All right, thank you.
All right, for sure. Like he said, eat your plastic, kids.
Eat your plastic.
All right. So for this episode of BlaspheMass Debate, what we have learned is if you're running late and you are the sole witness to a car accident, you are wrong for not stopping. The better place to find a soulmate is Tinder, of course. And lastly, if you do not recycle, you are a piece of shit. And as your freaky Deacon of the weekend always says, amen. Amen. Yo, BMD family, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Tell us what you think below. Do you agree or disagree with the resolutions? Let us know in the comments. Keep up with us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, Apple, Google, and Amazon Audible Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and of course, Pandora. Amen. Amen.